Welcome back. It's a popular misconception that if you're a Republican or conservative, you're not funny. Well, our next guest certainly takes offense to those accusations. Welcome to The Hard Line, the self-proclaimed, preeminent, politically conservative comedian. And it must be true because his name was the first one to appear in the search engines when we typed in conservative comedian, the very funny Eric Golub. Eric, how you doing?
Great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
You know, if only we had some material to talk about over the last couple of weeks. I mean, you must be having so much fun diving into the newspaper every morning.
Oh, it's boring. There's absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
Everything is quiet. It's calm. I mean, now that the presidential race is over, there's nothing to talk about.
How would you describe your comedy? And is it more important for you to make them think or to make them laugh?
You know what? Making them laugh. The only thing I care about, and I learned this from Jerry Seinfeld and Howard Stern, who could not be more different. The only thing that matters is it funny. If it's funny, do it. If not, copy funny people.
Well, I don't have to tell you that sometimes being funny sometimes can cross that line. And Bill Maher kind of walks that line on the left, Louis C.K., Sarah Silverman. How do you deal with that so that you're being funny at the same time, maybe not hurting somebody's feelings?
I really don't care if feelings get hurt because comedy is about pushing buttons. Most of my critics can go pound sand, and I think most comedians feel that way. Whenever somebody says, I've crossed the line, my question is, are you my audience? Did you buy my book? Did you pay me to speak at your Lincoln dinner? If not, you don't matter. Get lost.
Well, talk about your audience. Is it sometimes mixed when you're at the clubs, or are you always speaking to a specific group and you know your audience before you go out on stage?
I usually speak to politically conservative audiences, and I tell them that I'm a cure for the twin diseases of Bill Maher and Jon Stewart. And then I serve them up red meat right off bone. And unlike Jon Stewart, my repertoire consists more of the other side is stupid, the other side is evil.
Talk about when you do speak in front of liberals, though. What do you think of the sense of humors of, let's say, liberals versus conservatives?
I think most liberal comedy is destroying itself because of political correctness, even to the point that some liberal comedians like Jerry Seinfeld and Chris Rock have had enough. What made Robin Williams such a genius, and he was an outspoken liberal, was that there were no filters. He said what was on his mind, and it was funny. And if you have to spend every waking minute apologizing or explaining every single joke, you're just going to destroy comedy, and that's what's happening. So the solution is don't ever speak to millennials. They won't get it. They don't have any money. They're worthless. Talk to older people with wallets.
How do you look at the current race right now? And Donald Trump must just be a gold mine for you as a comedian.
Well, the thing is, Trump jokes are too easy, but the thing is that Trump is laughing all the way to the bank. He's worth $9 billion, and Trump is actually detracting from what me is a real humorous situation, which is that Democrats are so disgusted and bored with Hillary Clinton that they're willing to put their entire faith in a 73-year-old crank whose platform seems to be, get off my lawn, you rascally kids.
Donald Trump's favorite topic, immigration. What are your thoughts about right now what we're doing at the border?
I think what we should do is take every single Hispanic that's in America illegally, give them complete and total amnesty. Yes, I used the A word, but in exchange for giving every single Latino amnesty, we deport one white liberal. And I would even hold... I would hold in California a lucky Latino lottery. I would take 100 lucky Latinos and say, forget $15 an hour. We're giving you $100,000 an hour. Congratulations. You're all California legislators. You're going to do a better job than what we have now. And there we go. I think we have our next reality show. Eric Golub, thank you so much. Now, you're going to be this weekend in Chicago. You're the keynote speaker at the 2015 Young Republican National Convention. Eric, thanks so much. Really enjoyed it. God bless America forever, France never. All right. Thanks, Eric. That's the hard line for this evening. We're going to leave it on that thought. Ed Berliner's back tomorrow. I'm Rick Blackwell wishing you a pleasant evening.